How's everybody doing? What's happening? Just before we start, we'll start in another 3-4 minutes till everybody comes in. A lot of crowd here, a lot of crowd. Good to see that. A lot of people watching on YouTube as well. People watching on YouTube, like button and subscribe, please. We're this close to 35,000. This close. Help us get there to 35,000 as soon as possible. Would really appreciate that. Okay. But yeah, everyone, what are you all doing these days? What's happening? Before I even get started with the session, and nothing too technical in today's session. It's just an intro. But what's happening? What are you up to these days? What's going on currently? Exams, no exams, placement, no placement, got a job already, didn't get a job. Somebody's asking, do I know Telugu? I do understand Telugu, but I seriously don't see how that's relevant. But yeah, I do understand Telugu a little bit. Yeah, but I don't speak it, or maybe do I? I don't know. Preparing for placement. Okay, nice, good to see. Good to see. Anybody got placed yet? Just finished third year exams. Awesome. Good to see. Good to see. No exams. A lot of confusion. Yikes. SEM exams. All the best for your SEM exams, everybody. All the best. Anybody got placed so far? Last time I asked this, a lot of people had said that they got placed. Anybody got placed so far? Anybody already has a placement? Okay. So when I'm looking down, by the way, people, I'm just looking at your chat, right? So don't think I'm looking somewhere else. I'm just looking at your chat, everybody. So, okay. Anybody, if you got placed, somebody's saying, if student got placed, then why would they attend this session? Good point. But as soon as somebody said that, somebody else is messaging me that I already got placed in TCS and in Infosys. So, sir already placed in Infosys. See, so there are some students out there who want to bag multiple placement offers. Good on you guys. Good on you. Right. So, okay. College started now. All right. How's college going for everybody? How is college going for you all? Getting confused in it. Okay. Help in comparative programming. Somebody's saying somebody needs help with that. All right, cool. Confusion in what? Right. Any comment on Infosys exam? So I saw all the memes. Have anybody saw the memes of the Infosys exam? Anybody saw the memes? I saw the memes. Anybody has seen the memes yet? Any good memes? If you have some good memes, do share with me on LinkedIn about any memes you've made or so on. So on that, like, just tag me, tag Edyst on that. We'd love to participate. We like memes. We really like memes at Edyst. We love good memes, meaning memes about the test and so on. I don't really care about memes about movies and so on. That won't be relevant, right? Okay. All right. Got it. But yeah, so comments on Infosys exam, it's a tough one. And a lot of people say that, oh, how can Infosys keep a really tough one? I have a different opinion on that point, actually. Infosys can keep whatever test they want to keep. They will hire whoever they want to hire. I mean, that's how they are, right? So there is no direct thing that, oh, they offer so and so package, so how can they ask a difficult question like that? They will ask, and then they will select the people who cleared the first question, maybe half the test cases. That's it. I mean, they are not saying you have to clear all three to actually get a placement, right? If it was really the case, then only really good competitive programmers would get into Infosys. So that's not really the case. That you should not be worried about, oh, Infosys asks such difficult questions, how dare they, and so on, right? I mean, they can ask whatever questions they feel like. You're the one who applied for them, and you don't need to clear all three. In fact, I think by setting a very tough paper, people who were genuine and serious will probably clear one question or half a question and get a placement offer over there. I really don't see the big issue in that front. Yes, it's demotivating to prepare so much and then not be able to clear all three questions. But the other part is that it's a tough paper, so you have better chances because everybody found it to be a tough paper, right? Versus in an easy paper, you have to be 100% accurate. Here, even if you're 10% accurate, it's kind of okay. So that's the point. So don't think too much about it, that how dare they, why would they do something like that? I mean, it's their wish, right? So they may do it, and they will give you due compensation for that. They will not, in the sense, they will not expect that Is it that Infosys will not hire anybody because you couldn't clear the test? That's not the case, right? Infosys is one of the biggest hirers in this country, and they are going to hire as many people as possible. So that's the thing. All right. So we'll get started with the session, everybody. I know a lot of you have a lot of questions, and today's session is just an introductory session, everyone. So I'm not going to cover anything that's too technical. We are not going to cover anything that's too difficult to understand and so on. In fact, there's going to be a lot about you today in this session. We're going to discuss as much about what you need to prepare, what you need to do, and so on. So we're going to talk mainly about NQT today. TCS NQT, what exactly is the pattern of TCS NQT? What is the syllabus for TCS NQT 2022 and how you can prepare? Okay. These are the major things that I want to talk to you all about today. And that's what we're going to talk about. Are you all ready? Shall do say ready on the chat and we can get started. So is everybody ready to, hear this, see this and so on? Ready? Okay. Now, I know a lot of you will have questions. My presentation is probably 20 minutes or 25 minutes at max, because I'm just going to talk a lot about, just very little about the pattern and so on. What I need from you though, is if you have questions, hold on to your questions. I will go through questions one by one. And I know there are a lot of people here. So I'll go one by one and I'll try to put those questions on the slides also. So if you have any doubts or questions, just wait 3-4 minutes. We will be done with this entire presentation about what you need to prepare and so on, and then you can go on and ask any questions that you have. All right. So I would just expect that from you all, that you are patient in waiting and asking for questions. All right. So having said all of that and or giving all the disclaimers and so on, we will get started. So here it is. Here we go. So what is the pattern of TCS NQT? Now this time there's something very interesting, and I actually like the pattern change. So TCS NQT is divided into 2 rounds actually, foundation round and advanced round. It's kind of wrong to call it 2 rounds because they're actually the same round. So they're actually the same thing. I would either actually call it foundation section and advanced section. So some people are calling it like this, but we'll call it foundation section and advanced section. The thing is, if you want to be ready for TCS NQT, or rather if you really want to be eligible for any job roles, you have to complete both sections. There are a lot of rumors going around saying that, you just need to complete this and you're done. No, you need to attempt both. Whatever your marks are in both of them is a separate story, but you need to attempt both of them. Now, what it looks like, I'm not saying this is confirmed, but what it looks like is foundation section. If you clear it, it's for Ninja. That is, you get to go into TCS Ninja roles. For those of you who don't know, TCS Ninja is anywhere between 3 to 4.2 lakhs per annum, and the advanced section is generally speaking considered for TCS Digital, so 6 to 8 lakhs per annum. However, that does not mean that if you just clear foundation section, you will be through. That is, you got TCS Ninja. There is no guarantee on that. So don't take my word for it. Don't take anybody's word for it, right? Rather, understand that this seems to be the rumor in the market. There is no guaranteed information. Nobody has guaranteed information. And it might be the intention of TCS. They may even want to do this, but after the assessment is done, they may change their mind and they may consider advanced section also for Ninja. You don't know, right? So always be a little bit, doubtful of any rumors you hear. Don't blindly believe any rumors. Don't believe your WhatsApp universities. Properly attempt the test. Give the best as much as possible, and then see what TCS announces. So a lot of students are saying, sir, I'll just prepare aptitude and I'm done. I'll get TCS Ninja. Not really the case, right? So let's say, for example, they are hiring 10,000 people. I'll just give an example. And in that you cleared the cutoff. And tomorrow they said that no, 10,000 we don't want to hire. We want to hire only 5,000 people. Very much possible. There's talk of recession and so on also going on, right? So they cut down their hiring needs. At that point, they may start including the coding, advanced reasoning cutoff also in that. So don't go by these rumors that just learn your aptitude and you're done. Don't really go by those rumors at all. Okay. Now, the time that you'll be given 75 minutes for this entire verbal, reasoning, and numerical. This is your foundation section, and this is only speaking aptitude, verbal, reasoning, numerical. In verbal, you'll have 25 questions, reasoning 20 questions, numerical 20 questions, and overall you'll be given 75 minutes for these entire 3. You can skip between the sections. You can do one numerical question, go to reasoning, then go from reasoning to verbal. It is not a time per question per se. It's not like in one verbal question you have to spend 1 minute. It's nothing like that. But overall, on average, if you look at it, there are 75 questions and 75 minutes. So on average, it comes to about 1 minute per question, but sometimes you can spend more on one and less on the other. You can actually go between different questions. Okay, that's one. But your 75 minutes are restricted only to this particular section. Now, there is a section called traits. And some people are saying that, when TCS has done this on campus, by the way, TCS NQT is always done after the on campus. So on campus is done. They've gone through all of their desired colleges and so on. They're shortlisted colleges. And now they're going off campus to many different campuses, or rather off campus to everybody out there who wishes to apply. And there in some campuses they did this traits, in some campuses they didn't do this traits. The idea behind traits is more of a behavioral thing. There is no way you can prepare for this. It's more like, what would you do in this situation? And again, it's just about behavior. Like, do you describe yourself as somebody who is generally happy or generally is not happy? Do you describe yourself as cheerful or not cheerful? It's just traits or behavioral type of questions. It's more like a psychology test. There is no right or wrong answer over here. They just want to know what kind of person you are, is the guess that everybody is having. Again, nobody knows for sure, but again, this is not something you can prepare for. Just be honest, be yourself in this one, and just try to give your honest answers. I don't think this specifically will reduce your chances, but more about when you get into the company, they will decide your departments and so on based on this. So I believe that's what the traits is about, but it's more about behavioral HR. It's not really specific to aptitude as such. So your aptitude section is your foundation section, 75 minutes for that. Now, once you're done with the 75 minutes, and you can end the 75 minutes early also, I believe, you can come to this part. Now, the time does not carry over from here to here. Your time from the 75 minutes will not, let's say you finish this in 30 minutes, your 45 minutes do not carry over here. Okay. You will get only 35 minutes to finish this two parts, which is advanced quants and advanced reasoning. Now, advanced quants and advanced reasoning are again aptitude, but they will be more difficult than this one. And you get 35 minutes to complete an overall 20 questions. Again, between these two sections, you can move around. Between these two, you can finish one quants question, come to reasoning, finish one quants question, reasoning question here, come to quants. You can do all of that. In this whole thing, there is no negative marking. There is no negative marking as such over here. So you can attempt them without fear of losing marks. And finally comes advanced coding. Advanced coding, 2 questions, 55 minutes will be there. Now, my gut instinct is, that is what I believe is going to happen is, you definitely need coding for TCS Digital. I don't think that they will actually even allow you or consider you for TCS Digital roles if you don't really clear the coding round. So that you should not expect that you can clear TCS Digital. However, TCS Ninja also, I think that one of the 2 coding questions will be an easy coding question, and that easy coding question is in the worst case scenario, let's say it's a very, very tough competition, they have very few roles and they really want to hire you. So then the TCS Ninja also, they will consider at least 1 coding question from this one, is a possibility. So prepare for the entire thing. Don't just go prepare that I'll just do this much and I'll come out. Because if you are preparing for that, then there are 10 other people who are preparing for the entire thing and they will get overall better marks than you. Right? That's the problem or the good part of competition. So don't think that I'll just do aptitude and I'll be through. But there are 10 other people who also prepared for the other advanced parts, and they have now they are able to get a better overall score, so they will be considered over you. So don't just prepare for piecemeal just this much. Right. So what's the syllabus? Now, generally speaking, again, TCS does not specifically reveal a syllabus, but I'm just going by past years papers and so on. The good thing to note over here is that they don't have any coding MCQs. Coding MCQs used to be a huge pain in the sense that they used to ask on C++, but you must have done Java in your college, or you might have done Python in your college. A lot of you are coming out with Python these days. So it used to be a huge pain earlier in the day to actually prepare for coding MCQs. So as of now, unless they change the pattern in the last moment, as of now, there are no coding MCQs. So you just have to focus on aptitude preparation and actual coding preparation. All right. I hope everyone's clear on the pattern for the paper. If you have any questions, hold on. I'll come to the questions towards the end. Now, coming to the syllabus, this is from past year's experience. These are some of the questions, some of the topics that they like to ask in aptitude. Now, it could just so happen that they don't ask you some questions or they ask you something more other than this. But generally speaking, these are the places, or these are the different topics in quants, logical and verbal respectively, that they like to ask. I'll just hold here on this slide. You can actually note it down if you need to, or this recording is available here. It's also, we are live streaming on YouTube, so you can also get it on YouTube as well, right? So that's the thing. But generally speaking, this is the case. Now, don't come to me and say that, sir, they didn't ask anything on data interpretation. Very much possible they don't ask, or they ask only in advanced course. Very much possible. I'm just going as per all of the, we've been in this business for a long time, and we've been analyzing the last 4 or 5 years of all the questions that have come in. And these are generally the different questions along which they ask, right? So quants, logical, verbal, on that, these are the different topics that they, end up asking. Okay. So in quants, it'd be percentages, ratios and proportions, numbers, profit and loss, averages, mixtures and allegations, time and work, speed, time and distance, your usual stuff. Simple compound interest, geometry, probability, permutations, combinations, data interpretation. Logical, series, arrangements, blood relations, clocks, coding and decoding directions. Logical games, cubes and dice and syllogisms, very rarely. They don't ask it as much. In fact, very few service companies ask it. Syllogisms, you can probably expect in advanced reasoning, but again, it's kind of rare. It doesn't happen as much as it used to when they used to hire only based on aptitude. Nowadays, it's not so much the case that they ask it. Okay, right. And coming to verbal, generally speaking, it's synonyms, antonyms, para jumbles, and reading comprehension. You can expect easily a lot of reading comprehensions in TCS. In fact, any service-based companies, they will ask a lot of comprehension questions. So you will get a lot of these questions in the upcoming mock tests, which I'll tell you about in a bit. Coming to coding. Now, coding, you have to prepare from both point of view, that it could just be a TCS Ninja paper in coding, or it could be a TCS digital paper in coding. So your ninja concepts are generally as follows. I'll just mention this over here. Ninja concepts are, sorry for that. Yeah. So these are your ninja concepts. What are your ninja concepts? Ninja, generally speaking, it's just maths. Maths, what do I mean by maths? I mean things like prime numbers, factorial, and so on. Then you have loops. In your loops, you generally have loops and patterns and so on over there. So patterns, print a particular pattern is there. And in loops, you generally have they'll give you a certain task to do, like generate all of these numbers, then in those numbers, generate the prime numbers, then in those numbers, do things. So it's just 2-3 nested for loops is what they'll give you. Patterns is actually pattern printing. Arrays, sorting the array, find number in the array, find the maximum, swap the maximum with another number, and so on. So very standard set of questions. Strings, in strings, it's basically convert uppercase to lowercase, lowercase to uppercase, jumble all of these things, concatenate all of the strings in the array, and so on. So those kind of questions. And very rarely speaking, very, very rarely, they will ask you data structures in Ninja, but highly rarely. Like I think in 1 year, they had asked one question on stacks, but apart from that, not really as much. So if you're someone whose coding is really low, you're just preparing for the sake of, like you just started preparing, I would suggest don't even get into data structures, focus only on these things. Okay. Now, if you are going for the digital part, however, if you are actually going for the digital part, then you need to, one second. Yeah. So if you're going for the digital part, then there are a couple of extra stuff. So things like advanced arrays, 2D arrays, and very basic dynamic programming come in. In this case, you just need to know 0-1 knapsack, right? Now you'll say, sir, for TCS, we have to know 0-1 knapsack. It is the case. We actually have previously asked questions where they have asked a very basic version of 0-1 knapsack. Now, those of you sitting here might say, you know what? I have no idea, sir, what is this knapsack? I've never ever heard of this knapsack. Completely fine. Ignore what I just said. If you are someone who's completely new to coding, in 15 days, you are not going to suddenly remember what or understand what 0-1 knapsack is. You are best served by just doing the Ninja prep. But if you're someone who says, sir, this Ninja stuff is very, very basic, I can do this any day, then in that case, you can prepare for the digital stuff. And the digital stuff, you do need to prepare a little bit of dynamic programming also. 2 questions will be there on coding. And I believe one will be from this Ninja and one will be from digital, but it's very much possible both are from digital or both are from Ninja. It's their wish. They can do what they want, and they'll pose a question as they wish to. Okay. So these are the different questions. Now, I know a lot of you will ask, So what happens if I'm a non-CSE student? Which programming language should I choose here? Generally speaking, TCS allows all the programming languages that you want and more than that. They allow actually quite a lot of programming languages. So languages, if you had to choose, I would say they allow C, C++, Python, Java, all of those things, JavaScript, Ruby. Their compiler is very robust. They have a bunch of things. Don't go into all of these ones. You stick to either C++, Java, Python, whichever language you are most comfortable with. No time to learn a new language. In 15 days, you're not going to learn any language. If you're comfortable with C, you go with C also. No issues. One other topic I forgot to mention here was numbers, like number systems. This is basically your binary to decimal, decimal to binary, decimal to octal, and so on to octal. It's basically about number systems. You need to know about number systems, how to convert from one system to the other. Very, very standard questions, nothing new over here. Super standard questions. In fact, if you've taken a course with Edyst, these are some of the most standard questions that we make you do from day one. So that's about the coding part. Now, how do you actually prepare, right? So the way you actually prepare for TCS Ninja or TCS NQT, the way to prepare, especially given that there are only about 15 days left, right? So roughly only 15 days left, okay, is number one, go through syllabus. I've already shared the syllabus with you. Go through syllabus. Check all concepts that you don't have any idea. So just go through all of the concepts you don't have any idea in and get formulas for them. I'm talking specifically for aptitude. Okay. So for example, if I just go back here, things like ratios and proportion, percentages, maybe even speed, time and distance, probability, permutations, combinations. If you're someone who's been doing some programming, or generally if you're decent at maths, these are things that you don't really need too much practice in. However, things like mixtures and allocations, time and work, simple and compound interest, data interpretation, these are things where you need to know the trick, where you need to know the actual formula behind it. So first go through these lists and try to figure out what are the formulas, etc., that you don't know currently, right? So try to note those down. You'll get some tutorials on the Edyst platform also for this, so you can check those out. Same thing with logical stuff, right? Like generally speaking, arrangements, series you're able to get, but things like coding, decoding, also maybe you might be able to get, but things like clocks and calendars, directions, logical games, you're not able to get. Try to get the quick tricks, and you don't even need to check out tutorials on Edyst. We have them. But generally, anywhere you look, like aptitude is the most asked thing anywhere. On YouTube, you will find million, I think, tutorials on this. Just check out anywhere that you want to, in the language that you like, in the tutor that you liked, and so on. You'll get them, and just they all will have a specific trick. Just you just have to go and get that trick. That's it, nothing else, right? Same thing with verbal. Try to get the trick. What's the actual trick of getting these things done, right? So once you've got the trick of them, don't spend too much time. You don't have to get a PhD in aptitude. Okay. In fact, probably TCS and then I think upcoming Infosys will be the only ones who care about aptitude so much. Most other companies will not even spend that much time on it. So understand the concept behind it, understand the quick trick, and move on, quickly. And do the same thing with coding, right? Try to find out which topic you're not good at, practice those topics questions, and then go on. Now, how do you know which topics you're already good at and you're not good at? One, as I've told you, read the name of the topic and try to figure out, do you already know? Do the self-assessment. And everybody ideally should do the self-assessment today itself. Today's date is 1st August. Go ahead, try to do this, self-assessment today itself and see where you stand on this. Your college may have, arranged for CRT training. You might be going somewhere else. You might be checking some other platform. That's fine. Just do a self-assessment yourself. Try to figure out where you are on each of these concepts and then proceed. Okay. So that's one thing. Same thing for coding. Try to see where you are in each of these concepts. Do a quick revision and then see where you are actually, on which level you are at. How do you check the level? That is where you have to do mock tests, right? Give as many mock tests as possible. You have to do as many mock tests as possible, because you have to get in the zone of, oh, I didn't understand coding, decoding. I didn't understand series. I didn't understand this. You have to get into that zone, and the mock test will keep telling you that, right? If you just sit and study, you will never get in the habit of doing tests. So get in the habit of actually doing the tests. All right. Is everybody with me so far? I've been talking a long time. You can just say, yes, sir, clear, sir, or something. You can say that, and then I'll tell you how Edyst will help you actually prepare specifically. So if you're still here, you can say yes, clear, whatever you want to say, so that I know that you're still around. Perfect. Okay, awesome. All right. So next comes how Edyst will actually help you in the preparation. We have designed a very robust and very busy schedule for you all, starting from today. Today is the first session. Starting from today and every day onwards beyond that, we have one live session and one assessment almost every day. Starting today, that's today, we did an info session over here. Tomorrow we have one assessment and one live session. So tomorrow there's a mock test. Some of you have given this today, but overall tomorrow and day after. So tomorrow we have one assessment, one live session. And then again, we have one assessment, live session. We go on like this: Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Saturday only assessment, no live session. I know a lot of you will not show up for that. But then again, coming to next Monday, we again have the same thing: assessment, live session, assessment, live session. So every day, assessment is open from 10 a.m. in the morning to 11 p.m. in the evening. You can give that assessment anytime you want. You can give that, and then you can attend the live session where we discuss all of the concepts for that particular day, right? What are the concepts and so on. We're going to discuss that, and that will finalize in a final session on August 14, where we do the final mock test and we do a final discussion. It's going to be a final it's going to be a finale where we discuss all of the different things. All right. So starting from tomorrow itself, now you might ask, sir, how do I participate in this? Now, if you are someone who's already associated with with Edyst, right? So if you are already associated with Edyst, in the sense you are a college that already works with Edyst, you should already be on a WhatsApp group where you will get the links for all of these things. Our team has created a WhatsApp group for most of you. If you are not, then just check out with your coordinator. But your placement team will intimate you, or you will get a direct WhatsApp message from us about the daily assessment and the daily live session. You are going to get the link for it. All right. All of the live sessions recording will be available after the session. We can't make the recording available before the session. Think about it, why we can't, but we can't. But after the session, the recording will be available for sure, and all the assessments questions will be available for that day on the platform with the solution. So you can go ahead and actually check out the solution as well. You can check where you made a mistake and so on also, right? So this is the entire schedule. There is literally no day left that we are leaving you blank. It's going to be every day we are going to have a particular support. Now somebody is asking, please provide the WhatsApp group link. If you're already associated with a college of Edyst, you would have received it directly from our team or from your coordinator. If you have not received it, it means that we are not creating it for your specific college at that point for whatever reason. Okay, so you can reach out to your coordinator for the link for that. Okay, so this is it. Now, what exactly are we going to do in every live, every assessment and every live session? So the plan is as follows. Let me just put that also over here. 1 second. What we're going to do in every live assessment and session, and this will vary a little bit one by one, but I'm just going to put it out here. In the first session, we'll just talk about basic loops. So that is tomorrow's session. Those of you who've never done, or you've been very averse to programming, who've never done programming, highly I suggest you to join tomorrow. Basic loops, basic for while loops, and how you can solve questions on that is going to be tomorrow's. Day after, so this is number 1. This is going to be Tuesday. What is that? 2 August. So this is going to be 2 August. Is going to be this. Let me just reduce it a little bit. Second, so that I can write stuff here. So again, just letting you all know here. 3 August is going to be this. 3 August is going to be number systems. 4th August is going to be maths and prime numbers. 5th August is going to be strings. That's what you have here. 6th August is going to be this, arrays. Then 8th August, you'll have your 8th August, you're going to have aptitude. That's next Monday exactly, 8th August aptitude. 9 August, that's Tuesday, again aptitude. And 10 August, so next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is going to be aptitude. Then again 11 August, that's Thursday, you're going to have maths and number systems revision. 12 August, which is Friday, you're going to have strings and arrays. And 13 August, you're going to have final revision. I think I missed a day somewhere. I think I missed 7 over here. Okay, you know what? Let me just add it here. Your 14th August is the final revision, and that's going to be session number 13, right? So 13 August, which is going to be session number 12, is going to be arrays revision. Yeah, there is no session on 7th August. Somebody's asking. Yes, there is no session. I want to give you guys a break on Sunday as well. But this is what's going to happen. You'll get an official schedule of this and stuff from your college WhatsApp group as well. Okay. All right. So again, just reminding you all that tomorrow we will not have, those people watching on YouTube, we will not have a session on YouTube. It's just going to be on the Edyst platform. All of these sessions are actually going to be at 6:30 p.m. So all sessions. Assessment, by the way, assessment is live from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Can start any time between this time. And the live class is from 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. Classes will be taken by me as well as our other trainers, all of whom have cracked product companies, not even services companies. So they've also cracked services companies, but they're all currently working product companies. So yeah, you'll get the best of the people over there. And yes, we will also be doing aptitude. Now you might say, sir, why don't we start with aptitude? Because I believe coding will take much more time for you all to learn. Aptitude, anyways, you can keep learning on the side as is there. And 8th, 9th, or 10th August, we are going to do a full revision of that. If needed, we'll do more also. But 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, all that is basically from tomorrow till Saturday, all going to be on coding. And again, from next Thursday up until Saturday, again is going to be up till Sunday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is again going to be coding. So 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. or 8:30 p.m. roughly is going to be the class. Recording will be available later as well. So you don't have to like attend then and there, but recording also is going to be available at that point. Okay. So that's the case over there. All right. So yeah, how you can participate. So I know there are a lot of students here who are not really associated with Edyst specifically. You can go to the link below and at least try a free NQT mock test. For those of you already associated, don't worry, you're going to get the entire thing starts tomorrow. But for those of you who are not associated, who've never done Edyst before, probably coming first time, go to the mock test. You will probably be watching on YouTube. Go to the mock test. The link is in the description below. You can check that out. You can also try out free questions on our company preparation pack. This is a new pack that we've launched, and I'll just show that pack to you also. 1 second. Yeah, this is what the pack looks like. So if you just want to check it out, this is the Edyst company preparation pack. This is the one that we have. You can check it out. We have not only for NQT, NQT is one of the biggest one, but we have for all these different companies. So you guys can go ahead and check that out over there. We have a set of free questions. So all you need to do is just go ahead, click start free over there, and it'll take you to this part over here. So I'll just continue from here and let me just show it to you. So you go in, and if you just zoom out a little bit, there you go. Yeah. So you can go to the coding questions. You can check out TCS Ninja questions, which are free. That's the one. So you get a few free questions here for TCS Ninja. Check out this coding question, and you can also check out some MCQ questions as well on them. So all you need to do is go here on the left side, choose your company. Here in my case, it was TCS Ninja is what I'll choose. If you want digital questions also, those are also there over here. And same thing with MCQ. So this is a new question bank that we've created. Sorry for that. Yeah, there's a new question bank that we've created just for you all, for any company. And you can also filter by difficulty and so on. So every company that's there, and we keep getting a lot of questions from our alumni. All the people who already got into these companies, they keep sharing what are some of the patterns of the questions that they've got. So we upload it on the platform. So this bank just keeps increasing and increasing. So you all can also get the benefit of it. All right. So again, what I was talking to you about over here was two things. If you just want to try out what the NQT test will look like, check out the free mock test. It's in the description below. And if you wanted to get free questions, you just prepare for some of the questions. You can just go to the company preparation pack. The link is here, and we'll also put the link in the description below. And you can check out for any company. This is not just for NQT. We have for NQT, but you can check out for any other platform as well. Sorry, any other company as well. All right. So those are some of the information that I wanted to give to all of you. Right. So that's some of the information. I hope you like the schedule. How's the schedule, everybody? Rigorous schedule? Is it the rigorous schedule? Are you going to follow the schedule? Proper last minute preparation, right? Everybody, last minute full preparation, full thing. Is this good schedule for you all? This is something you'll all be participating in. Will you all be participating in the schedule? You'll all be there? Yes, no, You can say no, sir, I don't want to. That's also fine. But yes, okay. All right, a lot of yeses. All right. Brilliant. So next is open to you for Q&A. Next, it's open to you for Q&A. Q&A meaning question answers. Please ask any questions about this, about the upcoming preparation and so on. So do ask any other questions that you have. If it's all clear, you can say clear. But I know I've done this NQT session many times in the past. You can check my other videos. And there are a lot of questions from students usually. So what's up, everybody? What are the questions you have? What are the questions that you have over here right now? By the way, YouTube people, I see a lot of YouTube people. Please just hit that subscribe button. We are about 50 people short of 35,000. It would be very helpful if you guys can hit the subscribe button. It's kind of a goal to reach that. So yeah. All right. Questions, everybody. What questions? I saw some questions on yep. All right. Let me just look at some questions. All right. All right. Questions. How to crack the interview after the test for civil engineering students? Very, very good question. So I've given the test and I've already passed it, but how do I crack the interview, right? Good question. For that, I would highly suggest actually that you go to edyst.com. If you want to really crack the interviews, what we are going to do is we do a lot of free events actually. I'll just show that to you also, right? So we do end up doing a lot of free event over here. So if you just go down here, you will see that. So these are some of the Edyst events that's gone. There's a bunch of things over here. One of the events that we most recently did was an HR round interviews and sessions. So you can check that out here. There's an HR round interviews and sessions that we've done. We are also going to do a similar tech round interviews and questions, which I'll be conducting. But if you want the equivalent for HR, it's already there. Go ahead and watch the recording. That's there. For tech round, we are going to do it pretty soon as well. Once TCS and I believe Accenture is also coming soon. So once both TCS and Accenture happen, we are going to do a tech round interview. So how can you crack? Just go to edyst.com, go down to the events page and just wait for this new event that's coming up. You can register for it that time. Can I write a code in? Okay, so this was one question. So just letting you know that we are going to cover how to cover tech interviews because that's the thing in itself. Okay. Somebody saying, sir, is it very necessary to write the code in a very optimized way, the way less time complexity to clear TCS digital? Good question. So you're asking basically in TCS digital, do I really need to, given the topics that you can see over here, in TCS digital, do I really need to do an optimized manner? So the thing is, it completely depends on them. Last year's TCS digital paper that I saw was easier than the previous year's Ninja paper. So what I'm trying to say is 2021's digital paper was as easy as 2020's Ninja paper, just to give you an example, right? But 2019's digital paper and 2020's digital paper was quite difficult. So it depends on the year and it depends how many they want to exclude. Generally for digital, to get some partial marking, you don't need to do optimized, but to clear all the test cases, you need to do optimized. Okay. Somebody saying, I've seen sometimes questions in Edyst mock tests are repeated. Are they going to be repeated in this mock test? No, not quite, because if you've seen that, you've done a lot of mock tests with Edyst, if you really have seen that. We sometimes repeat because many of the students get it wrong the first time. So we want to give it to them again to see if they are really improving. That's in your practice. But when it's coming to the TCS mock tests, we will most probably give you new questions itself. So that's not going to be the repeated part. You'll get to see a lot of new questions that are there. And as and when we get the new questions from other sources, we keep adding them also over here. So don't worry about that part. If you've seen them repeated, it's because your batch, generally speaking, was not able to solve the questions the first time. So we give it to them again as a chance to again try to solve it the next time around. Okay. All right. Let me just have a look at it. In this exam for SQL also, as far as I have seen, SQL is not really being considered in this coding round for TCS. But if I come to know, I'll let you know. So do we need to be strong in any programming language or in all? Only one, by the way, only one. You can just choose one language. Choose, don't know why that goes up, but anyway. Choose one language of this, right? You don't have to go through all of them. Just choose one language. It doesn't have to be all of the languages. All right. What is the cutoff marks? Cutoff marks is completely dependent on the competition. So you can't really say what the cutoff mark will be. All right. Okay. Beside Edyst mock tests and assessments, how do we prepare daily? If you have time apart from mock tests and assessments, then good luck. But I have a hard, like you may not have that much time. But if you do, for all the people who have already associated with Edyst, as I was saying, we have launched company specific packs for you also. You can go ahead and check out all of the TCS practice tests over here. Right. So all the TCS practice tests are mentioned over here. Practice questions. So you have about more than 40 questions. Even if you do 2 daily, you are not going to complete them. So make sure you go through all of them. Programming MCQs you can avoid because you don't really need to do programming MCQs. We made this before the pattern was announced. But so if you're in a Edyst associated college, you can just go directly for this. Practice this daily apart from the mock test that you have. So can you address that NQT test happened for 2023 specific colleges? How difficult? Not really, because digital is the one that's happened right now. In digital, sorry, when I said trades part, I meant the digital. So digital is the one happened. Aptitude was not super difficult, but that's all I can probably say. There's no, aptitude is never super difficult anyways. So that's all. It's medium level, right? Is it the same syllabus for aptitude and quantitative aptitude? Yeah, it's the same thing. I didn't understand the question though. What do you mean by the difference? Could you just give me a better question? I mean, just word the question differently. I didn't understand the question. Okay. Oh, you're saying is the syllabus same for advanced and quantitative? Yeah. The syllabus is roughly the same. I didn't find any question that is asked. Probably the difficult parts of this will be asked in the advanced one. That's what I could see. But yeah, there's no specific pattern that this will be in advanced and this will be in the Ninja one. So I'm already holding TCS Ninja roles. What if happens if I again apply for TCS NQT in practice of upgrading my role to digital? Good question. That actually even I am not aware of that. If you already have a TCS Ninja role, what happens if you apply again? You have to check out the TCS FAQ for that. I myself am not sure about that, but that's a good point. It won't hurt your chances, but I don't know if it will help you with TCS digital role specifically. Right? Can I give exam for SQL language? In coding round, there will be, first of all, you can't write any of this stuff in SQL, right? So there SQL will not be an option here. So you will not be able to do it in SQL. All right. What is the difference between TCS NQT and TCS digital? Good point. So TCS NQT and TCS digital, let me just put it, NQT and TCS digital. So okay, 2-3 distinctions over here. Differences, let me just put it here. Differences, right? 2-3 differences here. First of all, TCS Ninja role is a role which gives you about 3.2 to 4 LPA. I think 4.5 LPA roughly it goes to, I believe. And TCS digital role gives you anywhere between 6 to 8 LPA. Depends again on a lot of factors. This is the thing. TCS NQT is a national qualifier test, right? Traditionally used for TCS Ninja only. Was not specifically used that much for TCS digital. This year, number one, TCS digital on-campus tests have completed. In most campuses, TCS digital, which the TCS associated with, has completed the TCS digital on-campus tests. Okay, so when I say the TCS digital that has happened, I'm referring to this. All right. TCS NQT, this is the national qualifier test. This is what we are talking about. This year, NQT is being used for both Ninja as well as digital role. So that's the difference between these two. They are different roles. This year, NQT National Qualifier Test is being used for both Ninja as well as digital role. The rumor is this part is for Ninja and this part is for digital. However, that's just a rumor. Don't believe everything you hear. It's very possible that they'll consider the entire thing for Ninja also. Somebody saying, how do I get digital through a TCS NQT? Just do very well in all the sections and you'll have a better chance of getting into digital. Doing the coding part is really, really necessary for the digital part to get TCS digital. Okay. All right. Any other questions, everybody? If you have any other questions, please ask. Otherwise, say clear. So I know that you're clear. Will there be separate exams of Ninja and digital? No. This is the same thing. Total thing is going to be 165 minutes, which is roughly 2 hours, 45 minutes. There's going to be only one test. And in this one test, you're going to have 2 sections. It's only going to be one test. And the entire test, you'll have 2 sections over here. Okay. Does TCS have any negative marking? No, there's no negative marking. Do we have timer for every question? No, you don't have timer for every question. You don't have timer for every question. It's basically for the entire section. You can switch between the questions. Without clearing coding part, do we get Ninja role? That is the rumor. It is a possibility that you can just clear the non-coding part and still get TCS Ninja. It is a possibility, but it again depends on the competition of the particular year. And as I'm saying again, that since it's looking like a recession year, since it's looking like hiring is on the down, like for example, of the huge layoffs and all you might have heard, competition may be higher this year. We don't know for sure. So what's the best strategy and the best insurance? Give your full best and don't look at what could happen and what can't happen. Just give your entire best. I mean, if you all follow cricket, don't rely on whether it will rain or not rain to win the series, right? You go there with your best starting 11, your best form. You go there and try your best. You are not going that taking the weather prediction. Will it rain that day? Do I have a chance of winning if it rains that day? So don't go in with that attitude, right? All right. Can we skip the question and revisit the question? Yes, you can. Yeah. Okay. One other important thing, you can't. Okay, I'll give you that during the exam, like how to prepare for, like how to attend the exam and all. I'll do that in the final session, where how you're supposed to behave during the exam and so on. That I'll do in the final session. You'll forget by then. So I'll tell you in the final session only. Total, how many rounds are there? Usually after this one, you generally have a technical and an HR round. That's it. You don't have anything. If you clear this, then you generally have technical and HR round after this. That's what you generally have after this point. Okay. We have opted for remote writing exam. Will there be any problem? There shouldn't be any problem as long as your power connection and your internet connection are very stable. Because they've given you the option of going to center, you really can't have any power disruptions, internet disruptions, and there can't be any extra noises or anything around you. So all of that stuff I'll explain during the final revision session. Okay, I'll explain that at that time. Somebody saying, why do you charge for the mock test? We don't actually. There's a free mock test, so we don't really charge for the mock test. There's a free mock test for you over there. For more mock tests after that, we do charge because we have curated the questions and so on. But one free mock test is there. After that, we charge because we've curated it. There's a lot of effort. We actually host it on our platform and so on. So it's a cost to us also, right? So that's why. Yeah. Please give me the syllabus. I've already done it. I think if somebody, at the end of the session, if somebody can timestamp this, we'll really love it. So please do timestamp this entire thing. Otherwise, we'll timestamp it anyways. Our team will also do it. Syllabus, I think I already shared at the start of the session, right? What sections are there in the tests? The sections that I've specifically kept on the slide right now, those are the sections on the test. All right. All right, everybody. So thank you all for joining in today. Thank you all for joining in today. And it's just the start of a journey. From tomorrow, we are going to go all out in preparation. Make sure you make a lot of notes and make sure you prepare sincerely. Don't just prepare thinking that it's TCS Ninja, because a week later after that, you might have Accenture. Week later after that, you might have Infosys, Capgemini, Cognizant. This will keep coming one by one. So prepare as if you're preparing for one company fully. And if you don't get in that company, it's okay. Go on to the next one, go on to the next one, go on to the next one. Eventually you'll get one. All right. So don't think that if I didn't get a Ninja, that's it. Don't forget all the things. Don't cram. Learn properly. Once you learn properly, you will be able to crack any of the upcoming tests. All right. Somebody saying, is Ninja a job role in TCS or some other? Yeah, it's the name of a job role. TCS is Ninja is the name of a particular job role, right? That's what they call it. They don't actually want you to become a ninja with nunchucks and all of that, but it's just the name of a job role, right? Like how you have software developer 1 and so on. That's TCS Ninja is one such thing. Okay. All right, sir, please tell me about traits. As I was telling you at the start of the session, traits is just about, sorry, here we go. Traits is about behavioral. There's nothing you can prepare in that. It's more like a psychology test about you. They just want to know a little bit better about you. Okay, cool. Sir, can we use paper and pen for rough in TCS exam? No, you can't actually. They will give you rough paper and they'll give you a calculator on the interface, but you can't use rough paper because that becomes an issue for proctoring, for checking if you're cheating or not. So if you're going to give the mock test now with Edyst, make sure that you don't do any rough paper, any rough on your paper, because it's going to get very difficult for you otherwise in the actual test. So you're not supposed to use rough paper in the actual test. You're supposed to use, they'll give you a rough pad on the system itself. You can use that. Okay. Okay. What is the cutoff? We won't know the cutoff. It depends completely on the competition that year. So nobody knows the cutoff specifically. All right. Okay. Thanks everybody then for joining today. Wishing you all the best. Most of you are going to get placed, if not all. I know the anxiety that you have and so on right now, but really we've dealt with many of you over the years. You're all anxious. You're all worried, but make sure that you continuously just prepare. If your preparation is there, you'll all get placed eventually. So don't worry about that part. You will all get placed. Keep preparing and you'll get through it. Okay. All right. Somebody's asking, are our mock tests paid? If you're not part of an Edyst associated college, then yes, you would have to sign up for the company preparation pack. And if you are part, then you don't have to pay anything. That's already covered. How can we calculate if we are writing at home? Again, they'll give you a rough pad on the system. So the interface of the platform, their platform is such that there is going to be a rough sheet on the system itself. You have to type and do the calculations. I know it's tough. I know it's tough to do the calculations by typing, but that's what you have to do. Yeah. All right. Okay, then. Awesome, everybody. Thank you all for joining in today. We will start from tomorrow. So make sure you are present for all the sessions coming up. And yeah, thank you all for joining in today. All the best. Wishing you all the best for this preparation. Our goal is not just TCS NQT, not just TCS Digital, but it's getting a placement. Don't lose sight of that. NQT and Digital will come and go. More companies will also come and go. So keep making sure that you're going for the specific companies and not just fixing on just this one company. Learn the concept. The companies will come for you. All right. Okay. All the best, everybody. Thank you so much for joining in today. Hope you had a good time. If you did, just go to our YouTube channel, hit a like button over there. And I think, yeah, we have crossed 35K. So that's awesome. That's cool. All right. Thank you all. Really. Thank you from my side personally. That was a very annoying target. We were not able to get there. So now we got the target, onto the next target, onto 40K. We will get that also soon. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining in today. And we'll catch you all next time. Thank you so much.